I think that like what happens is that like I think women's natural proclivity to be like we need to make things more fair. Men are more designed to make things more practical, more real. So it seems like from what you're talking about is that people are easily shaped by fear. So whether it happened to them or not, this image of this thing that happened to these other people now is a thing that you say, hey, this is a thing that I don't want happen to me. So I will make sure I will create whatever way to prevent that. Right. And I will teach that to everybody
Isn't
because
that historically how messaging is passed down? Like
yeah,
even
that's
with
not the
food,
argument. The
don't touch
argument
that food
is it's
because
not.
it's poisonous. Yeah.
But it's not just that. The thing is that it's like an overcorrection sometimes. Just like you believe that majority of people, average people, are with average people, right? But
Mhm.
then you say, I come here, and you're like, oh, that's not the case. No, that's definitely the case. And that's how you can see that the small situation that you believe is small, it has become a very big situation to people, even though you feel like in your experience it's not something to be focused on like that, because in reality that don't work. Basically Marcus just did the same thing, is that in reality most men aren't beating women, right,
I
and vice
agree.
versa. And
No,
then
there was no disagreement in that.
no, I'm not saying that there was a disagreement in that. What
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying to you is that we understand that. We know that. Everybody understand that. Everybody knows that. But even though we know that, we treat it as if it's bigger than what it is, because in a woman's mind or in your mind, we need to do what we can to continue to eliminate that, which we agree. But we don't make it a big emphasis. Men don't make it a big emphasis is because we know that majority of men do not do that.
So let me just say this, okay? Okay, I understand the submission talking point, right? But the problem is this: you really want to know what the issue is beside outside of you married people. The problem is, so you have a woman, she's submitting to you, right? She's doing all because every I think every man has had that woman who's going to go to bat for them, right? You're not marrying her. It's too much of you're wasting her time, and these women are tired of you wasting their time, and now they're just fighting back by being like, okay, two can play that game. You're not gonna, I'm gonna hustle you, you hustling me. You know, people just mad. It's just mad people who got hurt, who out here continue to hurt. And that is a cycle that we got little kids doing the same thing because they are getting hurt early. They starting like at 13, 12, like, you know, going through the whole adult situation. And now there's a hate up for men because they like, oh, he just trying to play me, you know, like, and people are just out here just hurting people. You know, so it's not promoting. Okay, if you do this, this, and this, you're gonna get a ring because we see so many people doing that, that, and that, and they not getting one.
You
Everybody
know,
out here getting played.
so I would kind of agree with you on that, right? That people get jaded from the experience. And I don't think it's new. I think people always kind of interacted in this manner. The thing I think is new is how the response has changed.
For
And
sure.
that's where, like when you said no, we gonna get our revenge, I think that is counter, like,
I don't
so
think it's revenge. I think what it is wising up on what's taking place. Now
but
I know you trying to sit me in this relationship for 4 years and not marry me. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not
right.
giving you that much of my time. So instead of just dating you, I'm gonna date him, 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 and him because y'all not gonna sit here and waste my time. We've seen what you're doing. We because you talk too much. You sit here and say, "Oh, you should be married in your 20s." Or when it's too much information out here where people are learning the game, right? And they're hearing it just, and it's men and women alike, because men are thinking this too about women. You're hearing these things about, you're hearing the thoughts of men, and you're like, oh, that's, I thought we were better than that. I'm coming to the table thinking we on a date because you're trying to get to know me for wifing material, but the only thing you're trying to do is just get in my pants. Okay, got you. Let me come back with what I want, and I'm just gonna play. And it's all it is I'm playing you before you play me. Y'all just playing each other, and now it's a game on who can get who. No, at the end of the day, women want to be married. They want to do right. Nobody wants to be a hoe. Nobody. You cannot tell me women want to be hoes. They do not. It's just this game, this thing that's going up there. Everybody's trying to one up the other one, and we're all losing because of it.
It's funny.
That
It's
I
funny
wasn't
how
even finished speaking. I was waiting.
point most women, right? Like in this space, I'm not saying you do, Marcus, that y'all, because y'all don't, but in this space that they'll say majority women are hoes, right? But just like we were saying about when we were talking about, girls experience SA or DV, right? It is not the vast majority. It is not, but on the opposite end, that's the same messaging that men are buying into about women, that most women are hoes, right?
Okay.
And I don't think that that's true.
I don't think
Go
it's
ahead and
so. Back
finish
to
it.
my original point that I was making before Shan cut me off and
Yeah,
went on.
because you're mistaken. Be talking like 15-minute monologues. I'll be up here about to fall
God.
asleep. My head be hurting.
So what I was trying to say was, golly, damn, you made me forget it because it was so long ago. It was about revenge. I think what you described was revenge,
It's for
and
sure.
so
You know,
because but this is the problem with that revenge, that specific form of revenge, because I think women in the past dealt with it, but they did it in different ways, and I think that you can kind of blame feminism for that revenge because what it did was say, hey, we're just like men, and you cheat on me, I'll cheat on you. You have multiple women, I'll have multiple men. The problem with that is when you said we don't want to have multiple men, you're hurting yourself doing something that we actually want to do. It's like I seen a meme the other day where the lady was like, I fed this nigga, fucked him, and sent him on his way. Now he see how it feels.
Dummy.
And if you look in the comments, all the men was like, oh yeah, you got him. Come get me.
Thank you.
You
And
got
that's
him.
why,
Come get me.
Marcus,
And
that's
that's
why
how
I
women are
said,
losing.
Marcus,
They're
that's why I
losing
say
doing
women
this.
are not as smart as they say they are. You got to be look. I'm really thinking that women are
Well,
just
she
not
don't
as
think she
smart.
losing if that's what she
Listen,
wanted, but it's
Listen,
stupid.
women are not as smart as they portray themselves to be. Because at the end of the day, you're sitting here giving him what he wants. If you are in a relationship and you know you want a commitment and you know he wants sex and you give it to him and you still don't got a commitment, you just lost the bet. Because you know, and we've all done, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you're gonna get a commitment, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I get it, but we're losing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't think that she is because she wanted the same thing he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But this is what popped. Let me just say this. This is what popped into my head. Oh my God. So remember before we've talked about how, like with marriages and the person that you marry, some is a mirror, right? I just thought about this on a larger scale. Is what y'all are saying is that now women are being like, well, we're going to treat you like you treated us, like a get back, right? So in actuality, I think women are reflecting, like what we said, the mirror of male behavior. And even though it's hurting us, right, because of the double standard situation, nevertheless, it still doesn't change the mirror. So this is the behavior that you guys were doing. We're reflecting that back to you. Y'all don't like it and think it's disgusting, which is the same way we feel.
But the issue with that is it's actually our biology and it's y'all perverting biology to do it.
Yeah, but
no, Marcus, we talked about that before. Women's biology also demands that they have
All
sex
right,
too.
all right, you know what? Y'all have
a little more than others.
y'all just converted.
Absolutely right.
But y'all just converted me to something right now. I'm gonna tell you what you converted me to. All the men that I'd be like, man, quit being sassy. Quit being sassy. If they saying they being sassy to get back at y'all, is that okay?
No, what I'm saying is the reflection isn't a good reflection. It's bad on both ends, though. So if we're saying that this is a reflection, right? And y'all don't like what y'all see in a mirror and like this is disgusting, it doesn't change the fact that it's not disgusting just because you're the one doing it. It's still bad behavior across the board.
For the same thing with sassy.
No. And let me just say this too when it comes to biology, Marcus. This is the difference, right? Because I think that men are men, period. It doesn't have to be race. You know, it's the way we do it. We like the stray cats in the industry. You feel me? Y'all just be out here just you're just everywhere, like we can, you know, just wilding out. Whereas you may have other cultures that are a little bit more like disciplined, like, okay, I have my wife, I treat a whore like a whore, you know, and you're not trying to make everybody one. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to manipulate, like, I know I treat her like this. I tell her this is what she is, and I move accordingly. You understand? But the difference is here, it's like you treating possible wives like they're, and it's just, you does that make any sense? It's just everywhere.